Ginger, thank you. The fire that burned in a cold storage facility for more than a week has now been knocked down.
KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos is live in Boyle Heights with what happens next. Annie Rose, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning to you both. Yeah, I can tell you that since I was here about a week ago, the overwhelming smell of smoke has now been replaced with an overwhelming smell of food going bad. It really is a putrid smell here. Now, as you mentioned, this fire was going on for over a week now, and it is finally out. I'm going to step aside so you can get a better look at the warehouse behind me. This clears the way for cleanup that will involve removing millions of pounds of food from this site.
We got to keep in mind that this building, the size, the scope and complexity of it, we're talking 500,000 square foot building, which is essentially a large refrigerator, right? A big cooler with reports of up to 85 million pounds of perishable goods in there. Now, if you were to leave home and you lose power and you have food in your refrigerator with no power, it's going to start to spoil. And that's definitely a consideration and a concern for us here at this incident.
All right, knockdown of this fire was declared at 6 p.m. last night after burning for 8 days. Crews are now transitioning to the overhaul phase of operations and will search the massive cold storage facility to locate any hidden embers, extinguish any hotspots, and remove smoldering debris that could reignite this fire. And while smoke conditions here have improved significantly, the fire department is warning that some smoke might remain visible, causing concern for those living here in this neighborhood.
So it's kind of starting to smell like rotten meat now. And then with the fumes and everything, everybody here is breathing. I would rather see apartments here, like more people than seeing something like this. Or if they try to build something like this again, then I would appreciate it if they go somewhere else,
All right, Mayor Karen Bass now calling for an inventory of all warehouses here in LA, given how disruptive this fire has been. The fire at the Lineage warehouse started back on June 17th on the solar panel covered rooftop, leading to shelter-in-place orders and concerns about smoke drifting into neighborhoods. A particle pollution advisory, so an air advisory, which has been in effect for several days, was allowed to expire yesterday as local officials provided things like air purifiers to those impacted, but supplies were limited.
Honestly, I've been trying to stay in the house. I had a surgery on my lungs in September. I just bought air purifiers because when I went to go get the free ones, there were none available at Pecan or at Isabel Jurado's office.
All right, guys, we're going to leave you with a live look of that water shooting into the warehouse here. We just saw a crew of firefighters, about 6 of them, do a perimeter walk around this warehouse in order to take a look and see if they could see any embers, any sparks, any hot spots, any smoke coming from any area, because they want to ensure that this fire stays out. Now, they have to assess this building. That's going to be happening today, they say, in order to make sure it is safe for people to go in and start removing all of this food. Once they do that, they say they will then turn it over to the building owner and its tenants. Guys, back to you.